I am fixing to ask a question of two guys that borrowed my motorcycle that haven't ridden an Indian Chief. So,
Never.
Here we go.
Mr. Gregory, what do you think about his outlaw Indian?
Well, it's not bad. It's a nice bike, you know, but it's built more like for Buck instead of me and you. I wouldn't mind having it, but I would have to do some chain controls, 8 hangers.
They're available.
You know, make it suitable for me.
Did you put it in sport mode?
No.
I was afraid to.
Yeah, me too.
I got 3rd gear scratch on it easily.
Yeah, she'll run.
When I
That's for sure.
got back, I said, how was it? He's like, well, you know, it's not what I'm used to, like you just said. I said, is it, you know, being basically the same comparable power plant in his bike.
Yeah.
Right.
I told him it was standard mode. He's like,
Yeah.
Give
what
us a
even
quick
sport mode?
give us a quick tour because you got a whole bunch of custom parts on it.
Yeah, if that was a standard mode, I don't think it is sports mode. I'd be gonna bust myself.
There's nothing really that stands out. I tried to keep it as stock looking as possible, other than Sawicki used this bike to do their R&D for the 2-in-1 for the Indian 111 and the Indian 116. So I found that out during the build process, and you know, the ordering of my bike, because I had to put a down payment on it in March of 2022, and I didn't get it delivered to the dealership from the plant until October of 2022. And then when it got delivered to the dealership, they ripped it apart, put Lloyd's 588 cams in it, 585 cams, Lloyd's intake, the Sawicki 2-in-1 shorty, the Lloyd's dyno tune plus the flash tune. It had 12 miles of dyno on it to get it optimized. And as conservative as I ride, 52 miles to the gallon.
Really?
And it's putting out numbers to the rear wheel better than the new Challenger and Pursuit from the factory.
Right.
Very cool V-twin. But my thinking is it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it, as far as power and getting out of the way and
Right.
this, that, and the other.
And with both of us being truck drivers, we understand having so much power in reserve.
Like being the wolf in the sheep's clothing.
Right. Exactly.
The only thing that really stands out is if you notice the badging on the breather and the pipe.
Right.
I did put the 5-inch mid risers.
Which is comfortable. I was very comfortable riding it. I figured I'd
Stock bars are almost like drag bars. They only come up to about right here and then turn.
right.
They're only about an inch and a half from
Yeah.
the factory.
Yeah, as big as I am, I didn't feel like I was too crowded on it.
I'm used to riding like this, not like, you know.
Right.
Right.
And I was hoping by the camp out to have the airbrushing work done, but having mom and the family issues and stuff, I had to put wants on hold.
On hold, yeah.
To do for needs.
And I'm glad I was able to at least clean it a little bit before the camp out.
Yeah, because I'm not known to keep them clean. I'm known to ride them
Right, yeah.
when I get a chance.
Give us a tour of all the switch gear, because I was confused yesterday.
As far as,
What button does what?
oh, this side's pretty standard. I mean, there's a power on button.
Right.
That's your standard kill switch, start button. That's your cruise control.
Right.
You push it in and then set it. And it's like the metric bikes, the turn signals are here.
Okay.
This is to operate the ride command. Because there's navigation.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And you can Bluetooth your phone, and you can see on the screen, and you can answer your phone calls Bluetooth
Through your headset.
through your headset.
Yeah.
Plus you can track your ride too if you want to.
Okay.
It does all that. It shows all my gauges. Let's see. Settings. Go to the bike. I can turn on and off my cylinder deactivation, which in high traffic areas, it has a rear cylinder deactivation.
I noticed that yesterday. I was worried. It made me crack the throttle thinking the rear cylinder had died.
And it shows diagnosis, and it shows me overdue, but I've actually serviced it. I just ain't went in there and updated it.
Sure.
But it's got TPMS. I can change my, display power. And I can do it by passcode as well.
Good.
And I can set my times, it does it automatically.
Does that screen work with a pair of gloves on?
Yes.
Amazing.
And that gives me just basic diagnostic information. Plus, you can also use the back buttons on either side.
So that's what those are for.
Yeah, you can change the screen without having to touch it. It'll go through, it'll show you. See, right now, just me idling around the campground, and you guys, 48 miles per gallon.
Wow.
Shows your battery and outside temperature.
I think Vanessa's down to 30 miles per gallon.
But yeah, you can also, on however you want the ride, the display to be configured, this is the RPM and this is the miles per hour.
Yep.
And it shows your outside temperature and what gear you're in. You
Sure.
can touch the screen, then you'll have more diagnostics.
Sure.
You'll have the RPMs, speedometer, odometer, fuel level, and gear selector.
Right.
And you
There's
can change
your ride modes. Okay.
you can change the ride modes by this, and you can change the screen brightness or have it on auto, which I do. Tour, standard, or sport. I've only run it in sport mode once,
Okay.
just to get familiar with how twitchy it would make
Yeah.
the throttle, because all it does is change the throttle response.
Yep.
People think it adds more power. No, it just puts more throttle delivery quicker
Right.
in the sport mode. Tour mode actually retards it from standard a little bit, like your rain mode.
Yeah, like I've got the rain mode, the roll mode, and the sport or
Right.
rock.
I'm not going to crank it up.
Okay, so common
horn.
complaint
I'm sorry?
on Indians is that doesn't load fast enough.
When you initially start, yeah, it takes a second.
1, 2, 3, 4,
It's not really that
5,
bad.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
But you don't have to
12.
wait for it to.
You can still just start it and
Yeah.
get rolling.
Yeah.
And
You
then
don't
you
have
got
to
your
wait.
warning.
You don't have to wait for it to do all that.
Okay.
And it's showing cylinder deactivation right now is on.
It does that for economy or to keep the motor cool?
To keep the motor cool.
That's
It's
what I
air
thought.
cool. Keep the engine cool.
Yeah, because that back cylinder is what gets hot, right?
Because there's no oil cooler on this model. On the Chieftain, the air cooled Chieftain, and the Roadmaster,
Right.
there'll be an oil cooler here.
Like on mine.
Yeah. It'll be a factory oil cooler on the bigger touring bikes because they're heavier with the same power plant.
And with your weight, you're not worried about it anyway.
I mean,
Yeah.
$150 soaking wet.
That makes sense.
But yeah, I mean,
Cool.
I hadn't done no shock upgrades or nothing. I mean, there are adjustable shocks available for them now thanks to the new Sport Chief. And the new Sport Chief has the Challenger front end on it, the inverted
Right.
front end.
So I remember when I was detailing your
Factory
bike,
Kimbo brakes.
I couldn't get over just how absolutely beautiful and just like the welds are just manicured everywhere. And then right there, Indian logo. Like I went over your bike with a fine-tooth comb, and I can't believe the workmanship.
Done right here in America.
Yeah.
Surprise. 84% of the parts you're looking at on this motorcycle are from the United States.
What year is it again, Buck?
2022. Chief Dark Horse.
Oh, same year as mine. Well, BMW.
And I would have more miles on it if I didn't drive so many miles in the big truck.
Right.
But when I take trips on it, just the bike, I've either got a backpack on and one strapped here to the handlebars.
Sure.
And sometimes I'll come back with another one strapped to the rear fender.
Beautiful bike. Thank you for the tour, Buck. Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you.
You want to talk about the Living Legend since it's right behind you?
Of course I do. That racing series promotes and advertises and honors drivers that are retired in the Florida, Georgia, Southeast, actually the whole Southeast region of the United States. Each race they honor a living legend driver, that a living race car driver that, you know, who's retired now, but he's still here. So we give them something back while they're still here to enjoy it, instead of holding a memorial race after they've already passed on. And it helps inspire the younger generations to get into motorsports racing, whether it be cars or motorcycle racing. It's competition and community. And that's what we find familiar with most anything, like this motorcycle camp out, you know, for Forgotten Angels. And another thing being that I'm a part of the Living Legends Racing Series, we brought it to their attention about what Forgotten Angels does to help these young men and young women who, you know, age out of the foster care system. And that works well with their motto of what they're doing to honor drivers that are out of the car now, but it also instills inspiration in the younger people that are there spectating, watching these guys. Just like, matter of fact, half the guys that are in the series I grew up watching from when I was a child. So it's kind of an honor to me to be in the position I am to represent them and Forgotten Angels at the same time. So it's a win-win for everybody. And the satisfaction I get out of it is knowing that our younger generations are going to be our future leaders one day. You never know until you take that chance. And a chance is worth taking. A memory is worth making. I've always said that, you know, there's air in our lungs, so there's opportunity in the air. We don't want to go one day without having to regret not taking that chance. Instead of saying, oh, man, I wished I should have done that. Take the chance to say, I'm glad I did that. Now I got that memory and can't nobody take from me. And that's the biggest thing. That's the most joy I get out of it. And it's for the fact that the community that surrounded me in the last couple of years myself. Why not continue to be me and show everybody else that, hey, do it your own way, but have fun doing it. Because we don't know if we're going to make it to tomorrow. Make the best of the day we can. And let the rest will sort itself out.
Exactly. Tell me about the shirts that you're selling, like the one right behind you.
Oh, they're representing the Living Legends race, the Legend 11 series, plus Forgotten Angels. The more we get out in the public, the more not just the Living Legends race series gets in the public eye, the more it brings attention to what Forgotten Angels does. And we'll have them available anywhere the series is at. And being here on Forgotten Angels property, what better way to raise money to help awareness for Forgotten Angels? Because the series is hoping and praying that by putting out this word, we can eventually move it on up from just a local dirt track up into a regional thing, and hopefully make it to NASCAR one day. Wouldn't it be awesome to see Forgotten Angels on the hood of a
NASCAR? Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
That's the ultimate goal, is get more exposure to what Dave and Cindy and all the volunteers do. What better way to do it than run our mouths? And everybody knows me and knows I'm good at running my mouth.
Yeah. And you know somebody that's got a YouTube channel.
Right.
You know a few people with YouTube channels.
But yeah, that's what we're doing.
Excellent. And we got a raffle, right?
We're not doing like Shade Tree does. We don't do it online. We do it the old school way. You got to buy the tickets in person, but you don't have to be in person to win.
Good, good.
And the Living Legends Dirt Racing Series, look up the group page on Facebook. It's public to join. And you can follow the events, not just of the series, but what the series is doing for Forgotten Angels. The drawing for the tool packs will happen Saturday night, November the 29th, the last race of the season for the Living Legends. And we'll call 3 different winners for third, second, and then the top prize. So if you buy one ticket, you've got a 1 in 3 chance of winning these prizes.
Right.
1 of the 3.
Excellent. I appreciate you, Brooke.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Love you, brother.